Hello, BAME farm fans. It's go time. Called the elevator. They're taking beans today. Finally. We've had these beans on the truck for about 10 days now. And finally they're taking beans again. I can't save it. Come on. Third time's a charm. I know, it's a little cold. Gotta work on getting enough fuel up to the carburetor, but we can do it. So yep, beans been on the truck 10 days. Finally gonna get rid of them. Because the day we were harvesting... Yeah, I know, it's cold. Tires are probably flat-sided from sitting. This is gonna be fun going down the road the first time. I know, we're in low rear axle, we're giving you everything we got, and I want to go in reverse. Fine, we'll go forward first this time. We'll just go full send with Nick action, give you tons of fuel and burn some clutch. I can't do that. I can't burn clutch like that, I'm too nice to the machinery. Okay, so we established a forward roll. I know the brake is off because I pushed the little knob in. Okay, fine. Here we go. Burning clutch. You're cold. You're cold. Gas is too expensive to give you too much warm-up time. Come on. You're loaded. You're cold. You can thank the president for not much warm-up time since gas is going wild and crazy. Okay, we finally got rolling there. Don't know what decided to change our minds about that. Well, that's a good way to stumble at the beginning of the video. Come on, forward motion. You can do it. You can do it. I know. I really want to have a grain box on the flatbed, and then we don't have to get you going on these cold mornings. Okay, fine. Clutch burning time. There we go. That's the way to do it. I guess cold little V8s don't have much torque in the morning. Oh, learned that lesson the ugly way. So everybody squeak through, missed the light post. Oh, we're not even trying to go from us. Don't give me that say-us. Come on, I know you want first gear. Come on. Okay, one more time. Clutch burning. We channeled our inner Nick there. Okay, finally we are rolling. Get these beans out of our hair. Come on, torque, low end torque, little buddy, low end torque. There we go, out the driveway, finally. Time for some butt puckering road action where we know we're probably grossly overloaded. Because it's a farm truck. Get in a backfire or two. Hopefully we don't go through a rough part of town. It is daylight, so we'll be safe there. Oh yeah, people think we're out shooting deer this morning. Yes, the warm-up time was minimal there, guys. I should have burned some gas. Get some warmer valves and cylinder walls. But we're on the road now, finally. Rounding out our flat-sided tires from sitting loaded. Probably softening our springs a wee bit. Okay, we definitely have to downshift. Oh man, the hill out of the road. It's always fun to turn in on the way home, because you can do it in a low gear and just coast by getting out of here. I know, we're going to want to be in creeper gear. First gear, I'm going to have to come to a complete stop. What a joy. Couldn't shift that on the move. We're just going to roll back to the flats. There's nobody behind us. Okay. We got a little hill. Let's go, big guy. reverse. Find me fourth gear, would you? Fourth gear is narrow, we'll say, and I hate reverse's positioning. It's 1, 2, 4 across the top and then reverse. Most transmissions I run into put reverse either by your low gear or opposite overdrive, and I never have trouble in hitting them while missing the gear I'm going for. Whew. Well, we're all out of gears in the transmission. The last thing to do is shift the rear axle eventually. Okay, top gear. Let's wind up the poor old V8. There's no red line, so who knows what the top end is. But 3 grand seems like a good stopping point. Get a little backfire action. Here we go. Feel the frame twist, the body shake, and your sphincter clench. And we'll be happy once we're empty. I guess it beats a tractor though. It's faster slightly. We're maybe going twice tractor speed. We're at the speed where you bring your girlfriend along for the ride. And I don't know if I want to go faster to get past that resonant frequency. There we go. 45 miles an hour it shakes. Get it up to 50 and you're fine. Let's see if we can maintain that. We're not the only ones still with beans out. I don't know if you can see the waviness or the dead spots out there where the beans didn't germinate. And there's the lovely John Deere responsible for getting them out of there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of shifting the axle a bunch. It's just an electric shift. And it's not like I can feel it, so I'm assuming it goes into gear. Either it does or it doesn't, I guess. Found fourth gear better that time. That's going to take a while before we get up to 5. I have, well, the blend door for the incoming air I think is stuck on hot. And I have it on defrost, which is usually the most needed feature. In the summer, which I don't drive this often in the summer, it can be a little toasty in the cab. That's why we have windows. But in the summer, it's imperative, or not in the summer, in the winter, it's imperative to have the warm air coming in. So I've settled on being okay with it being toasty all the time. I'm okay with sweating, but man, it's a pain when your fingers are falling off from frostbite.
Oh, here comes the grain. Very dusty. Probably one of the times you really need a mask is working in the dump pit at the elevator room. Isn't that creaking just lovely? There'll be a pop too. Just the pivot. It's the way it is. Kind of like when people get old and their joints make noises. I'm all about dumping it out fast. The guys working at the pits, I don't know why they're probably being a little camera shy, is my guess. Because they were taking their time, and even in the next video when I bring gravity wagons, like, that door isn't even half open. If we open it all the way, I know the pit has capacity. You can probably dump close to a full semi in the pit, so this little truckload won't come anywhere close. Let's get it out and get on with our day. Well, if there's a smudge on the camera, we won't be able to see it because of the dust, so that's good. Guess that's how you know beans are dry. It's because they're dusty. Now here at the very end, it's a real joy. This is why I'm looking at putting a gravity box on the flatbed, is because like on a dump bed like this, there's the corners that are always full of grain. I mean, not to mention I have two big trucks. I only haul grain in this and maybe some soybean meal. So that's why I'm trying to find a very large gravity box. It's at least the size or capacity as the dump bed here. Probably like solid 350 to 400 bushel box. That would be sufficient. I could do two, but I'm probably just going to stick with one. Looks like I'm being eaten by the door there. I figure I might as well get all the grain out. I came there, might as well leave it there. So I'm going to dig it all out of the corners. It's definitely not quick. That's why like some beds have little corner doors just for that purpose. So I can clean it all out. That way more of the back opens up. Time for dumper down. I don't think we made too big of a mess. There's a few seeds. I don't know if those were there when we started or not. Now we do miss some of the weighing. It's a scale. I don't know what else you want to see. You drive over it, you wait there a few minutes, they tell you to move, or something like that. But luckily here, if it's really busy, they have a scale on each side of the pit. So you scale full dump, and then there's a scale for empty just on the other side. You can almost see it right there if you watch the tires. It's very close to the pit.
Well, that was a fairly quick, uneventful dump. They all flowed out. Now let's see if you guys sit up there. You're not really sitting on you're not magnetically anchored to anything. Let's see, 11.8 moisture. They're definitely watching close on the foreign material. We lost 3 bushel to foreign material on that load. 350 bushel total. Weighed 32,000 pounds coming in. Trucks only legally rated from the factory, you know, arbitrarily placed numbers are at 26,000. So let's not look into that too deep. We were only 3 ton overweight, and that's why it felt like we were sailing the Titanic to get here. We were just, I don't know if it showed on camera, but I could feel it. Kind of just chasing the lines on the road, coloring like a kindergartner, kind of staying in between the lines mostly. Tires were a little soft from the thorough amount of weight. We didn't waste that trip at all. So, that was dumping the grain. I know, more driving than actual dumping. The 11.8 moisture was great because I owe them some dry beans after the last few years. Just because they haven't been overly dry, the way things have gone, unfortunately. So we'll catch you guys later with more fun farming action.